Chapter 5. The Future of the Free World. Don't blow it. Jeez. Talk about no pressure. Away we go. A black stretch limo was parked outside Maleficent's tenement. It looked wildly out of place in the squalid city. Villagers crowded around it curiously. Jay, Carlos, and Evie walked outside, whooping with glee to see their ride. Ugh, said Evil Queen, eyeing the villagers. Smells like common folk. The driver emerged from the limo in a crisp gray suit and dark sunglasses. He took the teen's luggage, Jay's carpet bag, Evie's suitcase and sewing machine, and Carlos's big black trash bag, and loaded it into the trunk. Jay swiped the crown-shaped hood ornament and climbed into the limo along with Evie and Carlos. Mal handed the driver her bag, and he tossed it in and slammed the trunk shut. She took one last look up at the balcony where her mom gave her an "I have my eye on you" sign. Mal nodded. She hopped into the limo. The driver slid into his seat and shut the door. "The jackals have landed," he said into a mic inside his lapel. The villains waved goodbye to their children from outside the limo as it began to roll. On the street, the villagers looked on as the limo cruised away. Mal and her friends took in the inside of the limo. They ogled all the buttons, gadgets, colored lights, refreshments, and vast arrays of chocolates, gumballs, jawbreakers, jelly beans, rock candies, and other sweets. Jay wrenched open the fridge. His friends played with the sound system, unwrapped candies, and opened cans of soda, and pressed every button, quickly trashing the limo. Evie went at Mal with a makeup brush. "You're looking a little washed out." "Ew, stop," said Mal, batting her away. "I'm plotting." "Well, it's not very attractive," said Evie, gnawing on blue rock candy. Carlos wolfed down a chocolate peanut butter cup and shook his head with wonder. "Oh, it's salty like nuts, but it's sweet like I don't know what." "Let me see," said Jay. Carlos opened his mouth for Jay to look at the chewed-up peanut butter cup on his tongue. Some fell out. Jay took a cup from Carlos and popped it into his mouth. Mal clicked a remote. The screen that separated the teens from the driver opened. "Look," said Evie, now that she had a clear view out the front of the limo. The 4 teens stared ahead at the ruined remains of a bridge and the impenetrable barrier. There was just sea ahead. It looked like they were going to be driven straight into the water. They cowered. "It's a trap," said Carlos, terrified. They all screamed. Carlos jumped onto Jay, and Evie clung to Mal for dear life. The driver pushed a remote attached to the visor. The limo hit the ruins of the bridge and barreled through the barricade. They did not hurtle into the sea. Instead, a magnificent bridge appeared under the steady wheels of the limo. Quickly, Mal and her friends composed themselves, embarrassed about losing their cool. Jay peeled Carlos off him. "What just happened?" asked Carlos. "It must be magic," said Evie. Mal tapped the wall behind the driver. "Hey!" She held up the remote she had in her hand. "Did this little button just open up the magic barrier?" she asked him. "Nope." The driver indicated the remote on his visor. "This one opens the magic barrier." He motioned at the remote Mal held. "That one opens my garage. And this one..." He pushed a button and the screen slid up, shutting off Mal and her friends. "Nasty. I like that guy," said Mal, smiling. The limo traveled across the bridge, which continued to extend over the wide expanse of water toward Oridon. The bridge behind the limo disappeared, leaving no way for them to travel back or for anyone to follow. The driver pulled the limo into the sunny kingdom of Oridon and slowed in front of a sign that made Mal and her friends gag. "Welcome to Oridon Prep. Good doesn't get any better."